Hello, everyone. My name is Dhruti Patel, and I work with the University of Maryland Extension. This month is a mental health awareness month, and burnout is one topic I think that relates to so many of us and that can actually affect our mental health and well being. And so I'm very, very glad that I'm bringing up this topic to you to ponder about. Burnout in general is caused by chronic stress, which is long term stress that persists for a very long period of time. So it is consistent stress exposure that happens for a longer period of time. It can be very debilitating on your body, on your mind, and as well as it can affect your mental, emotional well-being too. So it's very, very important that you pay attention to it and try to work through it, manage it better, or seek help to try to manage your burnout and prevent your burnout. So, some of the signs I want to talk about because many times we are not aware of those signs, or it sometimes gets buried and we don't pay attention to it. So, I want to bring it to you so that you can start paying attention if you're experiencing any of these. Not one single person will fit into all the signs that I'm going to talk about, but if you have multiple signs you are agreeing with, then maybe it's time that you pay attention to it and try to manage the symptoms of burnout. So, signs of burnout are mostly when you're consistently experiencing exhaustion and tiredness. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't feel driven to do anything. Even the things that you actually felt good about at one point, you're not feeling good about right now. So, in general, it's overall exhaustion and tiredness, and even you feel feeling of feeling drained, can be one of those signs too. The other thing that you may notice is you're seeing recurring infections in your body. Maybe it's your ear infection coming up again and again, or your throat is acting out quite often than usual. So that's one of the signs too. The chronic exposure of stress actually leads to lower immune response. So pay attention to this. Also, you may feel frequent headache or muscle aches. You can also feel the changes in your appetite, in the sense either you're not eating at all or you're indulging in food more than you usually do. So again, think about it, those behaviors. Also, the one thing that does affect uh, that can be a good sign of stress is actually your sleep habits. If your sleep is getting altered in terms of you're not sleeping as much, or you're sleeping a lot but you don't feel rested, that is another sign too. A couple of other signs of burnout can be the isolation, where you're trying to not connect with people as usual, right? Or you don't feel like you fit into any groups or any parts of your community. Also, you may rely on substances to try to seek more positive experience, like alcohol, smoking, other substance or medications. They are very temporary fixes. They don't fix your burnout. So, try to refrain from that as much as possible. Also, you may be procrastinating the things that you need to do in life. So you're postponing on that vacation, or you're postponing on that important conversation you need to have, or you're procrastinating over the project, right? So it's very, very important to look into that. The last but not the least is that you're skipping days at work. You're not as interested or motivated as you used to be. You're leaving early, or you're coming late. This can actually affect not just you, but even the employer. Think about if you have organization filled with people with burnout, it can actually affect the overall morale and productivity of that organization. So, it's for something very, very important to think about. So, what are some of the ways you can break up with your burnout? One way to do is having a right support system, having right people who uplifts you, who tells you the truth with compassion, and who are there for you. You can count on them, and they can help you get out of the place that you are in right now. And also, trying to refrain from being around negative people. You are not ready for the negativity in your life right now, so try to avoid people or limit that conversation with them. Also, find things that you don't generally do in life. Try to find a hobby or interest that can help you, or even try the things that you stopped doing that brought you joy. That can be very helpful too. Set boundaries, learn to say no. I know it's very difficult to do, but burnout can be because we fail to say no to the things that others are asking of us. So it's very important to set those boundaries. Also, hold yourself accountable too. It doesn't have to be those huge actions of accountability. It can be as simple as you made the bed today, and it can be that simple victory. So try to do that. One way I love to hold myself accountable is by practicing Pomodoro technique. I'm going to add a link in the description so that you can look into how to practice that. The last but not the least is becoming more aware with yourself. And it's so important because many times we are so automatized in our world that we lose sense of self and where we are. One way to fight or prevent burnout is learning where you are. When you know that you're getting towards the point of exhaustion, you can actually take better care of yourself or seek help. So one way I like to practice that is by actually practicing mindfulness. It has helped me tremendously to become more connected with myself and my pattern of behavior. So try practicing mindfulness. I'll add a couple of tools. Myself and my other peers have written a guidebook that is a collection of all different activities that you can apply with different adaptations. So if you're interested, I'll add the link there too. Also, journaling can be a very good way to getting closer to yourself and learning more about yourself. Another thing that I really think we should explore more and more is to actually reach out to counseling, for counseling, or to people in that field of counseling. It is a very, very good resource, and sometimes whatever we do is not enough, and so having that objective help and that guidance can actually help us way more than what we are doing right now or trying to do. So don't refrain, don't feel like you're by yourself. You have a support system that are part of your network or the other healthcare professionals who can actually help you to get through the burnout. So I hope that this video actually helped you a little bit in getting better insight on the burnout. And I hope that if you are in a need of that help, you are able to reach out to the people within your network or to the professionals who can help you better. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you're doing well. Take care.